Yes, welcome back. Now we are going to continue from where we left yesterday. So yesterday we encountered with a error called we cannot read this file and all, right. Header is not there and all. Okay. So just write the code in a neat format. Neat format is nothing but previously uh, two for loops we written at a time. Okay. So we had to separate them. One for loop. After writing one for loop, then that for loop is mainly meant for the parquet. Okay. Then another for loop that is nothing but src oltp, mainly meant for the csv. Okay. So that could be that is the issue. Okay. And that can be avoided by using writing the code in a neat format. Okay. In a structured manner. Right. Nothing has been changed. Okay. I just recap what we done yesterday. Okay. We created a couple of files: driver, ingest, validate, environment variables, and Spark object files. Right. So in the ingest, we just read the files, okay, by using the functions, load files, and the display function, and the count function for the validating. Okay. And then in a validate, this is mainly for the Spark object. Okay. We are validating the Spark object by using the current date method, right? And the environment variables. And here we created the Spark object. Okay. If the environment is the testing or production, then the master would be the yarn. Currently it is the development environment, then it will be the local. Okay. So now we are going to process it. Okay. So today we are going to process the data. Data processing is nothing but, if you look at here, this is the CSV file from the OLTP. Okay. You can observe a couple of null values are there. Okay. And we don't require all of these columns. We are going to select only few columns and we are renaming these columns. Okay. As well as in the city also, we won't want all the columns. We only select the required columns: city, state name, county name, okay, population, and the zips. So those are called as a data processing. I mean, they're nothing but a data cleaning. And also, if you look at in the CSV file, okay, in the OLTP, you can observe the year of experience equal to 4.50. Okay, we need to clean this value. Okay, we have to remove the equal to by using the regular expression. Okay, either your wish, you can move with the regular extract or regular replace. Okay, there are a couple of ways. There are so many ways to achieve the things, right? And also we are going to drop these null values. Okay, so let's create a new file. Call as data processing. Data processing. Fine. Now let's import a couple of things. Import login.config and also from pyspark.sql.functions. Import all. Similarly, from pyspark.sql.types, import all. Okay, that's fine. And then go to logins. We are going to write the separate logs for the data processing files. Okay, let's say data processing. So let's copy this. So for data processing, I'm keeping the level as a warning. Okay. Fine. Go to data process. So login.config.fileconfig and pass the file of the part of the file properties.configuration/login.config. Okay. Then using the get loggers, we are going to get the particular logs for the file. Loggers equal to login.get logger, and we pause the data processing. Okay. So let's define a function. Let's define a function called processing data or anything. Okay, processing data or data clean. Okay, and give the parameters df1 comma df2. These parameters will take the uh, these two data frame parameters. Okay, df fact and df city. Okay, everything right in find exception block. Let us say logger start warning. Let's say data clean method started. Now, first thing is we are going to look into the city file. Okay, and in the city data frame, you can observe. Okay, in the city data frame, we are going to take only few columns. Out of those few columns, we are going to convert the values. Okay, if you observe these values, New York, Los Angeles, okay, Dallas, okay, we are going to convert these values into upper cases. Okay, we are going to select the few columns, and out of those few columns, we are going to convert the values into the uppercase. Okay, logos.warning. Let us say selecting required columns and converting sum of columns into uppercase. Okay, so let's process it. Let's define a variable dfct select whatever. Okay, then df1 dot select command, use the select command to select the columns. Okay, now I want to convert the city value into the upper cases. Okay, so I am going to use the upper. Okay, and mention the column call of the city. Okay, next comma, you can give the alias name also. Nothing to worry about that one. Okay, and next thing we are going to select the state ID, right? Say either you can use df1 dot state ID or call dot state ID. Okay, next thing we have to select the state name. Okay, state name, and going to convert all the values into the upper cases. Okay, so upper df1 dot state name. Okay, if you want to give alias, you can give it here. Okay, state name, I want to keep it as this, comma, and also county name is there. I need to convert all the values in the county to the uppercase. Okay, upper df1 dot county name. Okay, dot alias you can give it, but I am not going to worry about that one. Next we are going to select the population, df1 dot population, comma, and also the zips, df1 dot zips. Okay, that's fine. Now similarly we have to read the file which is present in the oltp also. Okay, so in the same fashion we are going to take the few columns and we are going to rename some of the columns, and we are going to convert some values into the upper cases and all. Okay, so let's say loggers dot warning, working on OLTP data set, selecting couple of columns and rename. Rename is nothing but by using the alias we are going to do the things. Let's say df. You can use city. Let's say OLAP or else give the file name. Okay, city, right? Cities. Okay. And you can use the file name here also. Pre-SC select. Okay. df1, I mean df2. Okay, df2. This is df2 dot select. Right. Now write the code. And let us say df2 dot npa. Okay, this one df2 dot npa. Right. And I want to rename it by using the alias like presc underscore id, comma. Next thing, we have to select this one. Okay, we are going to select that one. df2 dot copy dot alias. Let us rename it to presc name. Okay, nothing but the last name, comma. Similarly, this one. Okay. df2 dot alias presc first name. Okay, comma. So first name completed. Next, select the city. Okay, df2 dot nps provide a city and rename it to the cities dot alias presc city. Okay, comma. Similarly, the state df2 dot alias prescribe state. Okay. What next? We can select the description. Okay, df2 dot alias describe specialist. Okay, comma. And what are there remaining? Okay, we can select the year of experience and drug name to df2 dot drug underscore name, comma. What next? Okay, so we can consider the total claim amount. Okay, as we can rename it to anything you want. Okay, we are going to consider total claim amount and total day supply and total drug cost and also years of experience. Okay, so let's do that one. df2 dot total claim cost, copy dot alias anything you want. Okay, txcnt. Next, df2 dot total day supply, comma, df2 dot total drug cost. Okay, and also df2 dot years of experience. Okay. Right. Okay. Write the exception block. Exception as exp and stored error and error occurred data clean method. Else this print loggers dot warning data clean method executed, but go forward. And we are going to return the two variables. Okay. Df city sale comma df. Okay. Prescript should say you say okay. Now let's go back to the driver file. Right. Go back to driver file and we are going to call these methods. Okay. If you observe the application.log file, this is the Pocket file. You have the 28 something records on. This is the CSV file and you have certain amount of records. Okay. Sorry, here is the records. That is the old one. Okay. 13 lakhs. These are the record presented in the CSV. Okay. 28,000 records presented in the Pocket. Go back to driver. Let's say login.info implementing data processing methods. Okay. Let's import that one from data processing. Import. Let's keep installing. So let us say df city select comma df. Let's keep select equal to data clean. Okay. Data clean and pass the data frames. What was the data frame? df city comma df fact. Okay. We format the file. Now use the display function to display the data frames. Okay. Display df city sale and display df fact. Okay. Okay. Let's run the program. It's still running. Okay. verification done, right? This is the CSV file from the OLTP. Successfully column names has been renamed. Oh shit, need to add the alias. Okay, book data processing. Dot alias city. What was the other? County name, right? Dot alias county name. Okay, let's move forward, right? So for this data frame, okay, for this data frame prescribed ID and all, okay, we are going to add one more column, new column, okay. As you can see in this data frame, there is no column with the country, right? We are going to add a column with the country, okay, and we are going to define the constant value. For that one, we are going to utilize the LIT concept, okay, lit. Say log start warning, adding a new column, df, yes, so, okay. Let's see, df, previously select, dot with column. Let's name like country name, okay, comma. We need to add the constant value, right? LAT, and that is the ESA. Okay, by seeing the county names New York, and you can easily identify the country should be the USA, okay, not the India or Pakistan or Afghanistan. So let's rerun the program again. Today we'll deal up to data processing, and then in a description I will share the notes, this file, and you can practice. Yes, country name has been added to the file presented in the OLTP, and also everything is renamed. Previously it was upper city and it is renamed to the city, right? I forgot it. But then let's come to this data frame. Okay, as I mentioned previously, we have to eliminate this value. Eliminate this value is nothing but here it is equal to symbol is there, and we have to remove this equal to symbol. And first of all, we need to check it out the data. Data types. Okay, you have to check the data types. For that one, we have the print schema is there, and you can also use df.schema.fields. Okay, let's say print, go to validate.py. Okay, schema, first the data frame, use the try catch, logger start warning, validate, print schema method, see qt. Okay, either you can use the print schema option or schema.field option is also fine. Okay, anything is fine. Let us see. Okay, we will add few more parameters. Let us say df name. That is nothing but a data frame name. Okay. Format dot format. Let us say df name. Okay. Just call a variable df dot schema dot fields. Okay. By this you will get the schema. Okay. Like in the struct field and struct type. Let's print it out for I in ch. Let us say loggers dot for validation we use. Give me a minute. Warning level, right? I will rename it to info. Okay. Loggers dot info. F slash d of I. Okay. I want everything in a separate tab space line. Okay. So next exception as e say loggers dot error. And print schema method. And then rise, write the else condition, loggers dot info, print schema evaluate, print schema done from go forward. Okay. So go to driver and we need to import that one, comma. What was that? Print schema. Say login dot info validating schema or printing the schema. Okay. For the data frames. Say print schema and we have to pass the city select and the name in the string format. Okay. City select. Similarly, print schema df say df ds select. Okay. Now run the application. So with this you will get to know what are the data types of the columns presented in your data frame. Okay, if it is we have to clean it, right, that year column, and also we have to convert a year into the string integer type from string to integer type. So to do all those things, it is necessary to know the schema of the data frame. Yeah, application done. So the validation schema you can look it out in the application.logger. Okay. Yeah. This is for df pre-SC. Okay. Preceding ID integer type. Okay. And then years of experience it is in the string type. We need to convert this years of experience string to the integer. Okay. Before that, we need to remove this equal to value out of this years of experience column. For that one, you can use the regular extract or regular replace. Okay. Your wish. Both will work. Okay. if you use the regular extract, at the time you have to use the /d. Okay, /d represent the digits. When you are using the regular replace, you just mention the character you want to remove. Okay, generally regular extract used to extract the value and put it in a separate column. Regular replace just to replace the value in that string. Okay, both will work. Both will work. Don't worry. And here I am dealing with regular replace. Later on, I will just post a code of the regular expression. I mean, regular extract. Okay. Now, okay. So where are we now? I think I stopped somewhere. Yeah, converting. So go to data processing. Let's say loggers dot not info loggers dot warning. Okay, loggers dot warning. Let us say converting EX of EXP string to integer. Okay, and replacing equal to. Okay, for that one, df equal to df preceding seal dot. So you can use the with column. What was the column name? EX of EXP. Okay, and then regex regular expression replace. Okay, regular expression replace. Pass the column name again. EX of EXP. Okay, so the column name we have to, let's say column. It's better. Call of years of experience, comma, or mentioned equal to. Okay, this represents equal to it is in the starting, and then with the space. So go to the column, replace these values with the empty space. Okay, that's what it is meant for. Okay. So once after successfully replaced, we need to convert that column into the integer, right? So that's we are going to look forward. Let's try to another logger. Okay. Dot with column. For converting, we are using the cast. Okay. EX of EXP. Okay. EX of EXP, comma. Call of EX of EXP dot cast to the integer. Okay. Cast to integer. Or if you want, you can use the float. Not a matter. Now also we are going to do one more data processing. Okay. If you can observe, we have the pre-SC last name and pre-SC first name is there, right? So we will concat the first name and last name. Okay. And later on we will drop these two columns. Okay. That's right. Loggers dot warning. Concat first and last name. Okay. For concat, we have the function called concat and concat with this. Concat with this represent the separator. Okay. So I'm going with the concat with this, and separator is nothing but I'm using the space. Okay. Either you can use the concat itself. Let us say df preceding sale equal to df preceding sale dot with column. Let's give the name PAC full name. Okay. Then concat with us PAC name comma PAC first name. Concat with us. The separator I'm using space comma PAC underscore L name and then PAC underscore first name. Okay. And then drop those PACF name and PACL name. For that one, we are going to use the drop command, okay, and mention the column names. Drop column names, PACL name, comma, PACF name. Okay. Now run the program. And the next task is we have to check the null values in the entire data frame. Okay. And then we have to drop those null values in the respective columns. Okay. Generally, we have it right. Okay. So to drop the, to get the count of the null values presented in a single column, we are going to use this command, right? df.filter call of name dot is null. If it is null, just count. Okay. So with this command, you are going to get the null values count presented in a single column. But I want to know the entire data frame. For that one, there is a function is there, nothing but a for loop. Okay. So we are use that for loop and we are going to get the null values presented in the data frame. Okay. Yeah, application done. Yeah, you can observe here, right? The equal to has been eliminated and go to the application.logs. Go to application.logs and look at here. Okay, years of experience is converted to the integer type. Okay. Now let's finish the last task. That is nothing but getting the null values and removing the null values. Numbers dot warning. Now check for the null values. Columns. Okay. For that one, we have to use a for loop kind of thing. Okay. If you did not remember that one, okay, you can, if you Google it, you will get it out easily. That is a ready-made for loop. Okay. So we are not a robots. We cannot remember all the code, right? We have to use the Google help and the recently ChatGPT came into the picture. We have to use those things help and get our job done. Okay. Just you want to know the use case. Okay. If you know the use case, then you can Google it and you will get it out from anywhere. Okay. We are not robots to remember all the code. Okay. Select. Let's say count. Use the count. Okay. So here you have to pause the for loop concept. Whenever is nan, okay, is null, okay. That's another representation of null or call of C dot is null, comma C dot alias C for C for C data frame, right? For C in the data frame dot columns. What is our data frame dot columns? Okay, you will get to know the null values present in the column. Okay, if there are null values, we have to fill them. Okay, let's write loggers dot warning. Okay, log the null values the respective columns. Okay, let's run this program. Still, it is passing. So to fill the null values, sorry, to drop it, right? So we have the function called drop any, and we are going to pass the column name. Okay, without passing the column name, what will happen means if it is we are specifying the particular column. Okay, this column we have the null values, pass the drop the null values like that, and there are any and all condition is also there. Any what will do means default is any. Okay, in the entire data frame, is there any null values, they are going to drop it. Okay, yeah, we have the preceding id null value as 22, and here and there we have the null values. Okay, just try to drop it out the preceding id and drug name and all. Okay, let's say ref equal to ref preceding dot drop in name, and you have to pass the value subset equal to what is the column name, pre-ac prescriptive id. Okay, similarly, either you can pause the two columns at a time in a list. Okay, drop in name subset equal to track name. Display one more logger successfully drop the values. Let's run this program and check it out once. So for the data processing task, we selected a couple of columns from the respective files. Okay, from the Parquet file as well as from the CSV files. Okay, and we renamed some of the column names, and we converted the values in the column into the uppercase. Okay, and then we use the regular extraction concept. Okay, to regular replace. Okay, we use the regular replace concept to replace the value in the years of experience, okay, and then converted the data type, and then we validated the data frames by using the print schema concept, okay. So we done this kind of data processing. Once the data processing has been done, we will move with the data transformation, probably in the next part, okay. Let's check the application. Let's print it out one more time. Here, let us see display DF. Not here. Let's copy this value, paste it here, okay. So run it one more time, just for checking whether the null values or count. Okay, checking the null values count. If it is 0 means successfully we drop the null values, okay, like that. After this project, we are going to do one more project again with the Pyspark. Then there we are going to use the database into the picture, okay, with the help of the JDBC and all. We'll connect to the database and we'll read the data from the database. Yeah, as you can see, there are 0 null values. It's great. By dropping 2 columns, we got 0, 0. Okay. Now the null values, there are 0 null values. Okay. From the pre-select. Okay. Let's print this again. Print this data frame again. Okay. That's it for this video. Actually, we did a data processing. Again, nothing but a data cleaning. Okay. We taken a couple of tasks. Okay, selecting a few columns, converting the values in the column into the upper cases, and later on we use the regular extraction or regular replace concept, then typecasting, counting the null values, dropping the null values. Okay, that's all about the data processing. In the next video, we are going to see about the data transformations. Okay, probably that would be 2 parts. Okay, data transformation would be the 2 parts. Later on, at the end of the course, I will also show how to integrate this PyCharm program with the Databricks or Google Colab. Later on, we are going to use the transformed data, put it in a cloud, that may be in AWS or Azure, whatever. Okay, like that. Okay, so that's it for video. Thanks for watching.